forget you're helping, not playing.
Yes, miss.
Hey, it's my dad. Have you got a new car?
Bothered. I thought you might fancy a day out.
He's helping Jack. Him and Robert.
Oh, only I were coming this way and I thought...
Well, you should have let us know. We could have come to some arrangement.
It was short notice.
It's not a problem. Me and Robert can manage, can't we?
That's not fair.
No, it's not fair. They were really looking forward to helping you.
Andy?
I don't know. I mean, if he's come all the way from Leeds...
Let's have a cup of tea, eh? I bet you're ready for one.
Aye. It's a bit of a crate, this. I thought I weren't going to make it.
I'm so sorry. I'm never going to drink again.
Nope. Not with me, you're not.
What?
Have you any idea what you made us look like last night?
Rachel was fine about it.
It's not Rachel I'm concerned about. It's Jack Sugden, Ned Glover, Jan Glover.
I shouldn't drink. I know that. I mean, I've ended up with Butch Dingle twice when I've been drunk.
I've been hearing about you two.
Betty.
I'm not one to stick my nose in other people's business, but I do have my reputation to think of.
What has this got to do with your reputation?
I am not cleaning in this sort of place if you're going to be canoodling in public. I don't care which one of you gets up in the morning to light the fire behind closed doors, but I will not be associated with public scandal.
You know, Sophie, we're going to take James down to Zoe's last night. Well, I'm sure you're going to hear this from somebody. They weren't at Zoe's. They were at the pub, drunk.
Oh, yes. Both of them?
Well, Sophie certainly was. I mean, I'm sure it's just not good for James, with them performing like that.
What do you want?
Coffee?
No, I don't think so.
Thank you, Jan.
I see you've advertised a planning application for the holiday village.
Are you afraid of the dark or something?
What?
You need little girls to keep you company?
You could have stayed. Nobody asked you to go.
Not my style, thank you so much. Do you entice her back to your place with sweeties?
Have you got your inhaler?
I won't need it.
Well, you might. Go and get it.
Can I go?
It's up to you.
No, I don't think so.
Aw.
Hey, the idea is for Andy to get to know his dad, not for you two to go off having a good time.
Oh, right, Andy. See you tonight.
No later than 6.
Have you got something planned?
No. Last time you kept him out all night, and I don't want that sort of worry again.
Women, eh? You worry about out.
Al! Al! Hey, you'll never guess what I've just seen up at Holiday Village. No, they've got all these signs up asking for that...
George!
No, hang on.
Listen to this. An application for a change of use from leisure and recreation to an open prison by Home Farm Estates.
I just run all the way back to tell you that.
It's outrageous.
No, we're out for a jog any road.
I'll never get away with that.
Hey, up. Seth thrown you out early.
I have only come early to make a point.
I was about making a cup of tea, then.
No, I don't mean you. I mean them lasses. I've refused to do for Zoe until they mend the ways.
Al, show her something to take her mind off her troubles.
Because if you're going to start talking smutty... What?
That is the profit from Cromwell's dungeon.
Shared 5 ways.
Andy wants a new bra.
In that case, we have now officially made a loss.
But at least we tried, Zach. Something new, something different.
The same result as always. We lost money.
Right then. Oxford pub.
Sounds good to me.
We can't afford the pub.
You're hurting.
Look, the day we can't afford pub is today.
I'm going to pass out now.
That is how my wallet feels.
Look, don't worry, Zach. I'll think of something.
Yeah, that's what bothers me. Oh, go on, you pair. Go to the pub. I need time to reflect on the situation.
Zach, I've got a confession to make. I took some of the profits from the dungeon.
Oh, no. Not only do my family let me down, but the woman...
I bought this.
Oh. Hey! Hey, Lisa!
I scoured the second-hand shops in Nottingham.
Hey! Yeah, thanks.
A prison on our doorstep would be a disaster.
Au contraire, Alan. There'll be builders with a thirst. And then there'll be prison officers with a thirst.
And no tourists with fat wallets.
Frankly, the tourists they get up a home farm are hardly the clientele that I would wish to encourage. Still, I suppose they're all right. For a pub...
Come on, you've just been singing the praises of building workers.
Now, there is one thing, Kathy. If we do have an open prison here, they might just move Nick to it. Might save you a fortune in petrol the next 20 years.
I'm going to go and see Kim. Tell her the whole village is united against this ridiculous scheme.
Economic with a verite once again, I see, Alan.
Eric, would you just take your French phrase book and stuff it dans la derrière?
Yep.
Kathy, will you accompany me?
To see Kim? I don't think so.
Well, I think her deputation is in order, and you have been friends.
Yes, I forgot. You've got such a lot in common.
I would appreciate the support.
OK, I'll come. Not that she'll listen to us.
I should push you right over the top!
Stop it!
Why should I?
Look, I'm sorry, all right? That wasn't funny.
If I want to be funny, Charlie, I'll tell jokes.
I meant it, you know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, if I was in your shoes, I want to kill everyone who stood in front of me and all. And if it makes any difference, well, I am sorry for interfering.
Nah, you weren't to know. The only person who knew was my little sister. If only she'd told me months ago.
And you would have reacted differently?
I don't suppose I would I?
Cracking party, though. Thing is, what are you going to do next? You can't go on hating everyone forever. Not even Emma.
I can't bear to look at her. I want to slap her.
We all want to try the equipment when it first arrives, but most of us don't get caught out like she did.
I know the logic, Mandy. I'm just not feeling very logical at the moment.
It's that scumbucket soldier you want to sort. Right now, he thinks he's got away with it.
I know. I ought to tell the police, get my dad involved. But things are so bloody already.
He's got to know he's not safe. That we can find him at any time. Charlie, he's got to live with this forever.
Thanks, Mand. You know, there is one good thing in my life at the moment.
Really?
Steve.
Merchant?
Last night was nearly wonderful. Until Come Tate nearly caught us.
Go on, tell me more.
Alan, Kathy, how nice to see you. Coffee? I'm sure you'd both enjoy being waited on by someone else for a change.
Not for me, thanks, Jan.
Nor me. This isn't a social call, Kim. I'm sure you know why we're here.
Well, I know why you're here, Alan. But I'd have thought Kathy would be far less bigoted about guests of Her Majesty.
I'd rather you didn't talk about Nick. We both know the part you had to play in him being in prison.
Do we? I thought he shot a man.
Don't you start, Kim.
Ladies, please. Let's rake up old feuds now. This is difficult enough as it is. Kim, whatever you may think, I do regard you as a friend.
Yes, and with friends like that...
Really, Kathy? Spending the day serving tea to old ladies is rubbing off, isn't it? You think I want a prison on my doorstep any more than you do?
Well, exactly.
The problem is, Alan, I need the money.
But you have already promised us that the prison won't go ahead.
Well, it wasn't, but I've had chance since then to study the books. I'm afraid Frank left the estate in a terrible mess financially.
Oh, come on, the quarry's booming. Literally, we can all hear it night and day. The holiday village is full.
I wouldn't expect you to understand the complexities of capitalisation and borrowing, Kathy. But while things may look as though they're prospering, believe me, we're struggling to survive here.
But you can't think of prison's the answer.
If it doesn't go ahead, Home Farm could go bankrupt. I'd have to close down and fire the entire workforce.
You know something, Lisa? I've realised what the problem is with those Dingles. We're like lions.
You mean the females do all the providing? And the men come along and take their pick of the food?
No. I meant there are too many males. Strongest drive out the weakest. Comes a time in a man's life when he can no longer live with his family.
You're not thinking of sending Butch out into the jungle that is hot, are you, Zach? He'd never survive.
Not Butch. Albert.
Albert?
He sponged off my mum and dad for 32 years, and now he's sponging off me.
How can he sponge off you? You've got no money.
Huh? What have I had out, Nicky? He always has and he always will.
Oh, I see. This is still about you and Nellie, isn't it?
Eh? We don't mention that woman's name. Anyway, I've made my decision, and I'll tell him tonight. It'll grieve me greatly, but... Where's he nicked that from?
What's this?
It's a lorry.
This is the vehicle that's going to set us on the road to riches.
Us?
But it's a working vehicle, Zach. It's more suited to likes of us than a bus.
For what?
Well, I don't rightly know.
Albert, I've come to a decision.
Oh, Albert! It'd be dead useful for my building business.
Phew, do you know, I'd have never thought of that.
I bet you didn't.
Let me get you a beer, Albert.
Hi.
What can I get you?
Pot of coffee and a Danish, please.
Fancy picking up where we left off last night?
It's a bit difficult.
So what's changed?
Nothing.
It's her, isn't it? Kim.
Charlie, this is not the time to discuss this.
You were using me.
Now you're being ridiculous.
I had to sit and listen to you go on about it all night, and then surprise, surprise, she walks in on us. You left the door open on purpose.
I didn't. Look, you've got it all wrong.
No wonder you said the mood had changed and would I go home.
Charlie, last night was a bit of fun for both of us.
I can't believe you actually said that.
We had a laugh. If I'd known this is how you're going to behave, I'm glad it finished when it did. Now stop behaving like a little kid.
You're all the same. You use people to get what you want, and to hell with the consequences. You never give it a thought. You can't play with people's lives like this.
Charlie! Get into the kitchen now. Right. Can you tell me what that was all about?
He's a pig. They all are.
Have you any idea what boiling tea could have done to him?
No less than he deserved.
It would have been assault. You could have gone to prison.
I suppose that makes you a hero then. Perhaps you'll get a medal.
Look, just don't bring your private life into work.
At least I've got one. I'm not some ice maiden who walks around looking tragic.
Don't compare the problems in your life with what I've been through.
No, I'm just a kid. Kids don't count. I don't. Emma doesn't. None of us. Not in the big bad world of grown-up games. Oh, and just in case you were thinking of sacking me. Tough. I've had enough.
I just want you to know, lady, that if it were out to do with me, you'd be packing your bags today.
What?
I don't know what game you think you're playing, but this child is my grandson.
Possibly.
Even if he weren't, after what I saw last night, you are not fit to look after a baby.
Why? Because I prefer women? That makes me a danger to little boys, does it?
Funny how they'll lock you up if you're drunk in charge of a car, but with a baby, it's all right. You can be roaring drunk, make an exhibition of yourself, and then expect to be excused because you're a flaming lesbian.
Jan, would you leave us a minute? Do you want to tell me about it?
I think Jan got it just about right.
You were drunk while you had James with you.
I'm so sorry. It won't happen again. Please, I don't want to lose my job over this. I think I've already lost Zoe.
She wasn't impressed either, I take it.
No. Please, Kim.
I don't want you ever drinking again while you've got James in your charge. Do you understand?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. One word of advice. When you get into a relationship with someone like Zoe, don't blow it. There are plenty of duff ones out there. And if it's any consolation, you're not the only one who made a fool of yourself last night.
Mind if I take a break, Mr. T?
No, you go ahead.
Thanks. What's up, darling?
I don't know where to start. I've just walked out of my job.
Why?
Steve. I nearly poured hot tea all over him.
On purpose?
He's giving me the brush off. I mean, he spent all last night talking about Kim.
So he's using you to make her jealous.
I can't believe I've been so stupid.
No, he's the stupid one for dumping you for that slapper at home farm.
I shouldn't have threatened him like that, though.
I don't know. I probably would have cracked him on myself.
It was everything. All the trouble with Emma and Greg. I mean, I called her stupid for getting into something she couldn't handle. Look at me.
Poor old Steve, eh? Nearly got boiled beef and carrots because a scum bucket sold you. Same that needs sorting out, Charlie.
We've been through this, Mandy. If you're going to offer me the Dingled Armed Forces...
No, me and you. We're going to sort Greg Cox out. I promise. You won't know what's hit him.
The man's got no idea of responsibility. What's this going to teach Andy?
Look, you asked him to be back by 6. It's only 5 past.
Exactly. Tea's ready.
Hey, we've had a great day. Went and had a look at a farm.
Mrs. Sugden doesn't need to know about that, Andy. I'm sorry we're late.
Well, it's only 5 minutes. It's not a problem.
And tea's waiting. Andy, go and wash your hands. You too, Robert.
Will you stay and have a bite?
Oh, if you're sure.
Jack, I really don't think there's enough.
Well, it'll share round.
Well, this fresh air certainly gives you an appetite.
Yeah, I'm sure it does when you've been shut up for so long. I better rearrange the table.
Tell me about the job, Tony.
Oh, don't know much. Not till I get out there.
Then how the hell can you tell me it's not dangerous?
Because I've been assured that it isn't.
And when you get there, and there are men with guns and grenades. Never mind men. Kids with guns and grenades.
Becky, it's what I do best. And if you must know, I miss it.
Oh, Tony, no. You promised.
Adrenaline's pumping, I feel alive.
Look, I'm getting cross signals here, Tony. You're going halfway across the world for, you say, a security job.
Just advising.
£1,000 a day, easy money. Then you say the adrenaline's pumping, but there's no danger. Now, which is it?
It'll be a piece of cake. Well, I hope you're coming in a better mood than you went out.
Hardly. I've just put my job in.
Good.
Good.
Yes. It's a complete waste of your education waiting on in a cafe.
Question is, what next? Barmaid? Helping out in the post office?
Leave it, Dad. I honestly don't know. I've just got a few things to sort out before I make any decisions. OK?
You don't think she's finally getting her act together?
Quite honestly, Tony, it's you getting your act together that worries me.
Oh, sorry if I interrupted. It's okay. I had to see you. It's been a hell of a day.
Oh?
Jan Glover had a real go at me, said I wasn't fit to be a nanny.
She told Kim?
She was really good about it.
Well, you're lucky then. To be honest, I'm surprised she didn't sack you. I think if James had been mine...
Please, Zoe. I've said I'm sorry.
Yeah, you said so this morning.
And you said you didn't want to see me anymore.
No, I said I didn't want to see you drunk anymore.
So does this mean everything's all right between us?
Well, it depends what you mean by all right, Sophie. Declarations of love are supposed to be private, intimate. And last night you seemed more intent on proving a point than showing your true feelings for me.
I don't understand. If I'm prepared to tell the world I love you...
Exactly. Is this what this is all about, Sophie? Telling the world?
OK, so maybe I didn't make a very good job of it, but... I
meant what I said. I love you, Zoe.
Well, that were a grand meal. Thanks for inviting me. And the best way I know of saying thank you is to do the washing up.
No. Thanks. The boys will do it.
Oh, do we have to?
Yes, you do.
I'd like to say thanks for the way you've treated me. I accepted me.
It's not a problem.
Well, inside you have mates, but as soon as you come out, you're an ex-con. There are some people who wouldn't have trusted me with my own son.
Not anymore. Hey, Dad.
Nah, not anymore.
Oh? Why is that?
Come on, Dad. You've got to tell them.
I've got myself a job.
Oh, go on, what happened then? Well, when she asked me to leave the room, I thought she was going to sack her, but she's still there, bold as brass.
What makes you think her being a leisure mixer no good as a nanny? Never heard you complain about her before, even when she went with Butch Dingle. And if you ask me, I think that makes her more suspect.
Yes, but I mean, it's not natural, is it? I mean, it might be all right now, but who knows what the poor little lags are going to get up to in later life?
Is it it? If he turns out a bit odd, you can't blame Nanny.
Anyway, maybe she had other stuff on her mind with all this prison like and what have you.
Maybe she had, but I haven't. And James is still my grandson.
I hope the fact that you all work for the Tates isn't going to stop you coming to our protest meeting tomorrow night.
I have never let a pay packet come between me and my principles, Alan.
I'm glad to hear it, Betty.
It's easy for you to say, you'd have to work for Kim.
It's a bit short notice, Mr. Turner. It could interfere with my drinking time.
But we have to act quickly, Seth. You can bet Kim's well prepared for the battle.
Don't worry. You'll be there.
OK, Albert, I give in.
Them's words I like to hear from a woman, Zach, not from thee.
I want to know why you bought that truck. And I want a straight answer or you're out.
Eh?
Solution's in your hands. I want the truth.
OK. What use will you get out of that truck?
Not much.
Me neither. But Lisa will.
If you were after her again, Albert...
No, listen, will you? It'll make her more efficient, able to earn more money, which means...
No, still don't get it.
It means there's no need for us to work.
I still think you're up to something.
Lisa, my love, listen. I want you to join us in a little toast.
Oh, what are you celebrating? Zach's new hat or your new wagon?
Neither, sweetheart. Brotherly love.
I've got you two to thank, really.
Oh?
Oh, well, this job, it's on a farm. I saw that lass who works for you.
You mean Rachel?
Aye, well, I thought, if she can do it, so I started looking for farm work.
You found some.
Drop dead lucky, other side rotten.
Well, that's very nice. You won't be too far from Andy.
Oh, there's room for him there. Come to the Tide Cottage.
We could come and stay with you then, maybe overnight.
As long as he gets to school.
Hot and Comp? I've been there already.
What about?
Well, to make sure there's a place for him if he isn't living here with you.
What are you saying?
Oh, he's coming to live with me. Us against the world, eh?
Great, innit?